500,000 Bitcoin. This is the amount of Bitcoin that is still available on exchanges. I believe, and through the data, it says there's about 900,000 Bitcoin on exchanges. To me personally, what that says is that there's probably, on a good day, probably a 500,000, because most of these are being just held by people. People are accumulating. It's not going anywhere. So they're just sitting there. And also, Coinbase is helping keep the numbers liquid just so it seems like there's like a lot of Bitcoin, but there's really not. I feel like they're really holding back the floodgates. And why does this matter? Because there's no Bitcoin left. There's gonna get to a point where there's none. And then people are gonna be so shocked and they're like, oh my God, did you hear, man? There's no Bitcoin left. How is that even possible? And then it'll be possible because all the Bitcoins being mined is basically going to their wallets, and all the Bitcoin being sold by us, regular people, will just be bought by bigger whales. And then there'll be less and less and less until there is no Bitcoin. Then we'll have to figure out what happens. And basically at that point, I believe they're going to try to use this as like some way of controlling us really badly. So you may never get rich again. So I'm just saying 500,000 Bitcoin on exchanges. I know how much you have. I'd like some more. I've been buying up tons of assets. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I kind of have a problem and I need to slow down. But I'm on this wave of let's go. I just want to keep buying and keep accumulating and see like what happens, like not that anybody will stop me, but it's just like, like how many assets can you really acquire? It's a good question, where it feels like, okay, but after a while it feels like, dude, this is starting kind of crazy. And that's where I want to take it. I'm so tired of playing this freaking novice game. I want to really step my stuff up. And like, I feel like it'll be tough, but I'm willing to make the sacrifices because I would really like to see what happens when you accumulate an insane amount of assets and they're just sitting there and they're just growing because they're super scarce. I won't say what I purchased because I don't want to influence anybody, but the Kobe card did come. It's locked away, so I'm not gonna go find it, but I'm pretty thrilled, man. Big moves ahead, but you should be buying Bitcoin. I will be too. I'm not gonna lie. I got me a nice little. I had a goal. I want at least half an Ethereum. Nothing too crazy, but speaking of Ethereum, there's 1 out of 10 Ethereum on exchanges. So population 120 million. 1/10 of that is 12 million. Probably half of that is liquid, maybe less. Probably, I would say 4 million Ether. Might be something you want to think about too, man. 4 million Ethereum. And then over time, you will see some pop on exchanges, but the prices have skyrocketed. And you won't be able to buy any. So, yeah. 4 million Ether. 500,000 Bitcoin. I would say go for Bitcoin first. But if you already secured your Bitcoin bag, man, ETH is not a terrible alternative, Keep buying that Bitcoin. I'm gonna keep accumulating assets, and we'll see where this goes because I'm not stopping, and I feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like my power level's rising. I'm just kidding. Well, am I? I'm not. I'll be buying Bitcoin. I hope you are too, man. Peace.